that wasn't set up quite appropriately. Before we do that, a couple things we want to shout out for. One, we do truly appreciate you guys tuning in. We know there's some challenges out there. We know we're really trying to work hard as a group to get through this, and we're happy you guys are tuning in and we can help you guys out a little bit, at least for a few minutes, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And there's some really cool stuff coming down the pike too. As you guys are learning, sometimes some of you are learning how to be a homeschooled parent, we're also learning how to do these with you. We had a few opportunities to kind of practice before, but we want to thank you guys. You guys are telling us, hey, it's too quiet, hey, it's this, hey, it's that. So we're trying to learn. So any feedback you give us, we're hoping to be able to put out there and to make these programs even better for you. So thank you so much for the feedback that you're giving us and the wonderful comments while you're watching. It is amazing to hear. It's really something exciting for us when you're able to do that. So we appreciate both of those things that are happening. One, that you're being patient with us as we're learning our technology, and two, the wonderful comments. We do have folks answering questions again today, so shout those questions out online. There's a lot of people that are hoping to answer some of your questions, and those questions have been really, really good. I think something's happening behind me. Oh, here we go. Look at this. You're like, hey, wait, who are you? These are two black bears. They're like, wait a minute, where are you? What's going on? Turning around, backing up, that's Luna. So Luna's in front. Behind her is Nova. Luna going over to the campsite. They told us Luna's a little bit more curious. She's a little more energetic. Oh, she's finding some stuff already. Luna on the fast lane, looking for the peanuts on the chair. Nova gracefully coming over to see other things that are in the habitat itself. Looks like Nova's found some of the honey. Is this the type of campsite you'd want to set up, knowing that these bears might be around? A little shout out to Chris Lasher, Curtis over here helping us set these up. Little shout out to Chris Lasher's mom. Thanks for watching. So the black bears have an amazing sense of smell. So one of the things they're able to use is that sense of smell to find their food. Now at this campsite, I don't even know if we can really call it that because the bears found it first. How about Chris and Curtis setting this up, right? Talk about social distancing. Not a good place to be socially distancing at the time. So the bears going in, checking out what's going on, using that sense of smell, looking around, trying to find it. We did kind of ask Chris and Curtis what was in there, what they used. They used mainly their diet. Their diet at this time of the year consisting of carrots, apples, some sweet potatoes, some other foods that are kind of sprinkled around and shared out there. He did put some honey out today. I think that was kind of for us, to show these guys moving around and checking things out. So we're going to talk about good campsites and bad campsites in a little bit. Again, that's Luna up front, Nova in the back. They're 12-year-old, 13-year-old sisters. 12-year-old sisters, been here about 11 years. Now, if you've got good eyesight and you have great observation skills, Luna, the one that's closer to you, she has a little bit of brown on her ears. Can you see that? As she's digging around in the fire. There's no fire in there. These are the smallest bears in North America. There's 3 species of bear in North America. Can you name them? You've got the black bear, obviously. That really big white bear that lives in the far, far north called the... Luna getting into the fire a little more. The polar bear, yeah. And then brown bears. You may have heard the phrase grizzly bears. Those are the 3 bears. The black bear is the smallest and the most common of the 3 types of bears that we have in North America. The black bear gets its name from that beautiful black coat. But did you know there's more than one color of black bear? All the different colors always have that tan muzzle or that tan snout. There you can see it really well when Nova picks her head up. So all the different colors have that snout phase, that kind of a brown or beige kind of color. But there's the black phase. There's kind of a cinnamon color. There's also a white black bear. Nickname is the Spirit or the Kermode's bear. Kermode, I don't know how to pronounce it for sure. It's a white black bear. And then there's a gorgeous one found in Alaska and the northern parts of Canada. It's a blue, a glacier bear. It's a glacier blue. And they kind of have white tips on their fur, giving them almost a blue tint. It's really pretty. I was lucky enough to work at the Alaska Zoo a long time ago, and we had a glacier bear, and it is really a pretty color. Going to town on finding out some of those treats out there. Little squirrel coming in. You guys have those really good eyesight back to the back right-hand corner there. I'm going to come in and steal a peanut or something. At this time of the year, in the spring, these guys are pushing, maybe pushing 300 pounds. I believe their diet, though their weight will go up a little bit as you kind of push into summer, and it'll really go up as they prep for winter, as you might imagine. Why was the weight going up in the fall? What are they prepping for? What are they getting ready to do? As food supplies go down, what are these guys getting ready to do in the wintertime? Some of you say hibernate, or at least go to sleep. There's some debate on if it's a true hibernation, and that's a whole nother program, trust me. There's all the science in there. But they will go through a period of winter dormancy, kind of a torpor, fancy science word for it, torpor. And that torpor is a winter sleep, a winter rest period. During that time, their temperature doesn't go down too far. Metabolic rate really doesn't change too much. But they don't defecate, they don't poop, they don't urinate, they don't go to the bathroom. They may wake. How many of you guys want to spend your winters that way sometimes? Animals usually, Wendy raised her hand back here. Animals will usually migrate or hibernate or just simply deal with it. The black bear is an example of an animal that will sleep through most of the winter. I learned a really cool fact from Joe. He told us that they can turn, look at this, I gotta stop, sorry Joe. They did tell us Luna was a little bit more curious, a little more energetic, going into the cooler. And they did tell us that Nova would just go find the food and eat. And I think that's what Nova's doing. She found the easy stuff. Luna checking other things out. But Joe told me that these guys can turn some of the urea, some parts of their urine, parts of their waste into protein. And then they turn that protein into muscle while they're asleep. Uh-oh, that's a bear-proof vault. What a great shot. In there, they put some honey. Oh. What's in there? Oh, this is awesome. We'll show you what that vault looks like in a little bit. Not that one. We have another one. Uh-oh. Hi, Luna. I think we have a question. Hold on a second, guys. What you got?
They were asking how much they weigh.
How much they weigh? Right now, they're pushing 300. They're pushing 300 pounds right now. And we're looking at that. Curtis, will their weight go? Am I right? Will their weight go up a little bit? It'll go. Yeah. So get a little confirmation. Their weight is going to go up a little bit, but right now, they're pushing about 300 pounds. But isn't that amazing? Oh. Nova's into the tent bars back there, little lean-to bars. They're both messing with the coolers. Great sense of smell again. They're very dexterous with their paws and their claws. She's on top of it. That's great. So this isn't a really well set up campsite. Chris and Curtis, you did a good job setting up a bad campsite. This is great. She's pushing it around. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as we are. Some of the things that you can kind of focus when you come to the zoo, if you see keepers out and about, you see staff out and about, educators, other folks, and they're watching and enjoying something, you want to pause. How about that? Opened up the cooler. Luna opened up the cooler. Nova's still rolling hers around. That is awesome. Yeah, we got another question.
Someone saw another animal walking in the background of the shot and was wondering what kind of animal that was.
Wow. That's amazing observation. Great job. Oh, the other cooler's open now too. So let's answer that question. Those of you that can see, that's a really good observation. Back and behind this habitat, behind the black bear habitat, is the elk and bison habitat. So I believe you're seeing the elk walking around back there. Great observation. And you can see these animals mixed in some spaces in their natural homes. Both of them got their coolers open. And they weren't set up that way. They chose on their own. We didn't go, hey, Luna, this is yours. Nova, that's yours. They went to their own place. Did you think they were going to be able to get in there? Did you think they could get inside? These guys, black bear eats both plant material and meat. So they're a combination of herbivore and carnivore. The fancy science word for an animal that eats both plants and animals is an omnivore. Great. I know some of you got it. I have a replica skull with me. This is a replica skull of a black bear. See if I can get where Wendy can direct me to so you guys can see the shot. How am I doing, Wendy? This way a little bit?
There you go.
Okay. So this is a replica black bear skull. And it's not very big. I'm going to stand next to it. Get an idea of the size. Remember, you guys are quote, only 300 pounds. The black bear skull begins to tell us some things. Eyes in front. They have these sharp killing teeth, so they are a predator. They can hunt. They're very good at taking down small prey. Even larger prey, you might imagine. But it's in the back teeth that things begin to change. So they're classified as an omnivore because although they can kill, they also have molars. They have these grinding teeth back here. Just like you do. Because you're an omnivore. You eat both plant material and animals. Many of you. Unless you've chosen not to. So these teeth back here are those molars, those grinding teeth. On cats, for example, they don't have these kind of molars. They have those cutting teeth in the back. You hear them messing with the coolers. But black bears and brown bears, they have those grinding teeth, those crushing teeth in the back for eating the berries, for eating the plant material, for breaking down that stuff. So that's the skull of a black bear. And yes, this is a replica. I appreciate you guys answering that question in the past. So we'll try to remember to tell you that as we move forward. So this is a replica skull of a black bear. How cool is that? We talked a little bit about the claws. We talked to Hare about the claws. Their claws are like multi-tools. The claw of a black bear helps it do a lot of stuff. But again, it's not very big. I have one. Check it out. Can you see that? That's a black bear claw. It's kind of rounded a little bit, curved. It's sharp. Kind of thick. But I mentioned it's a multi-tool. They'll use this to dig into logs to find grubs and bugs. They'll use it for traction in the mud and on the ground. They're also excellent climbers. So that claw helps them grab onto the bark as they're climbing up a tree. Let's compare that or contrast that to, how about that one? That is a brown bear claw. Although they're doing a little bit of digging, not as much, but these are fishing hooks. These are used to catch fish and salmon sometimes, to dig out other animals. You can see the major difference in size and shape. The difference in the shape lets us know a little bit about what they're being used for. Black bear, brown bear. We have a question.
Do they retract their claws?
Oh, fantastic question. Nope, they do not. So their claws are out all the time. So if you find a track out there and you see that little tip at the end, you have an idea that it's going to be a black bear. Larger ones for the black bears. Same thing with coyotes and dogs. They can't retract those claws. If you see a paw print that looks like those animals, but you don't see any claws, then it's going to be a feline. It's going to be a cat of some sort. Great question, though. Just for fun, won't go crazy with this one. Brown bear, black bear, right? Both omnivores, brown bear, black bear. How about that? A little bit of a size difference for you. You saw it in the claw, now you can kind of see it in the skull. Another replica, but we thought it'd be kind of fun to show you, yeah, there's a big difference between the two. Brown, black bear. We do have black bears here in North Carolina. So when you're out camping, out and about, don't do what Chris and Curtis did. Don't leave your food out there. Oh, while I was talking, I got kind of lost here. I don't know who's who now. Somebody's going to take a nap under the lean-to. Little cough sound. How about that? Well, let's take this a little bit further. Let's talk a little bit about these campsites, because it is a time of social distancing, isn't it? But that doesn't mean that we're not going outside. We're not enjoying our families when we can. We're not getting out and being active. So maybe some of you are thinking about, oh, it might be a nice time to go outside, go for a walk, maybe have a picnic or go on a hike. Looks like she's cleaning the other one. We have some examples here. Look over here with me. I'm over here. Wendy, hey, over here. Hey, there you go. So let's talk about some of this. Look at the material here. Oh, hold on a second. Let me get my spray. Let me get my cucumber melon fantasy.
Steve, Steve, we're camping. There's bears.
We're camping and there's bears.
And it smells good.
It does smell good. And I guess if it smells good, I might smell good. All right, so no perfume?
Well,
no perfume.
Try not to, but if you have to,
yeah.
What would you do with it?
I would, anything that's kind of like this perfume and maybe my toothpaste.
Yeah, smells minty.
Smells minty, smells unique.
Yeah.
If they have a good sense of smell, checking things out. Oh, look at that. Hand sanitizer, little tiny jar. Yes, we have some. And there's some like lip balm. So I'll tell you what, if we still want these things, let's put them in a bear safe-ish container. Let's put it in a Tupperware container so the smells may not come out of it as well. So I'm going to put these in here. So make sure you have something that the bears really can't smell through very well if you're out and about. Because using that sense of smell, they can track those things down. What about food? We got food. We got things that we're going to put out there. So maybe we're going to take maybe some bars to eat and some peanut butter. And we just leave that out for ourselves because we're going to be eating it over time. We don't need to put it away. Think that's a good idea? Look what they did to the cooler.
No, Steve. No.
No, not a good idea.
Look
I can't
what
have
they've
feedback.
done to the campsite.
Yeah, they did kind of do a pretty good job on the campsite. It looks like Nova now is like looking at the bear vault saying, nope, can't get in that one. So maybe we can put things in the bear vault. So this is what that is. I'm not even going to try to open it. I was watching Chris try to get into it. Nope. I don't even know how to get into this one. But in this bear vault, they can put it in. It's pretty hard. Pretty good stuff. It's kind of hard. It's big enough that you can't get a real good bite on it, maybe. It's hard to unscrew. You got to do a few things to get into it. Maybe I can put my food in the bear vault. If that's honey in that one, and the bears, you saw Luna first checking it out, and then Nova coming out. And they're like, no, I'm not going to dive too much into that. So we're going to put our food into a container that the bears can't get into. But there are bugs, right? There's bugs. So I think we should burn one of these. Look at that! Look at that! Luna standing up. Oh! Oh! There you go! Get out of your tent, guys! Your lean-to didn't make it, Chris and Curtis. But it's not supposed to, right? That was the whole idea. Let's set up something that'll show you what bears can do to a campsite. Wendy, I don't like mosquitoes, so I am going to light this. This has to be okay, right? So I'm going to light this so I can keep it. No?
No, Steve.
Why not with this one?
Citronella smells like citrus, and it smells too good.
Ooh. All right.
Can't take that with you.
Oh, if I read it, it says citronella candles, citrus smell attracts bears. I'm not going to have this then either. So don't take this. And then there's this, but I've got to have this. This is not, I'm going to, wait, this is not, I'm not going to let that go. So with this, yeah, you don't want to go to the restroom near your camp. And the best thing you can do is you're going to pack in and pack out. Or at least, if you have to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom far away from your camp and you want to bury it. I believe that's kind of one of the things to say. So that's something else you want to say. Where did you find that this day and age? That's a really good find. Then don't do this either. Don't do this. I mean, this isn't what you want to do. You've seen what happens, these bears can do. Don't leave this out at your campsite. Pack in, pack out. There are some, thought I heard a noise. How about this cooler? How about something like this? Good God. I thought you said I could handle this one. Nice big cooler. It's sturdy, it's durable, it's strong. It says on the side, Wendy, how good are you? She's practicing with the camera. How good are you with that? Can you see what it says? Notice it doesn't say bear proof, bear resistant. So this is the kind of thing you want to take when you're out and about on your camps. If you're going to go camping and enjoy the outdoors with your friends and your family. These guys, especially in the wintertime, can eat up to 20,000 calories. 20,000 calories. We have a little activity for you that uses this. I'll come to you, Wendy. She wants to come here. Here's a little mask you can do, and you can pretend to be Luna. Remember, Luna's a little bit more curious. She's out there checking things out, a little more energetic. Or you can be Nova, a little more relaxed, finding the snacks and just enjoying the snacks. But it's a little craft you can make, and then you can tell a story. Maybe you can use your mask to tell a story. And this craft is posted on the Facebook Live event page. But it's paper and a stick. I think you can do this. I think it'd be kind of cool to see some of the crafts that you guys make. Yeah.
And it looks like you get to eat a popsicle to get the stick, so even better.
Nice observation. Nothing wrong with that, huh? That's great. So yeah, you can tell a little story with your mask. Maybe a couple of you can get together. Somebody can be Luna, somebody can be Nova. Come up with your own story to tell using the masks that we have created. And you can find that online. And Nikki one of our friends and coworkers, have come up with, there's an activity on the back of this one. There's a little math exercise on the back. It says, in the spring and summer, black bears eat about 5,000 calories. Right before denning in the fall, they'll eat about 20,000 calories. A whole pepperoni pizza is about 2,500 calories. If you were a bear, how many pizzas would you need to eat per day? So that activity is there. A little bit of a math exercise for you. And I think that would be a great thing for you guys to practice. For me, I'm a Nova. So this is me right now. I hope you guys have enjoyed learning about black bears, tuning in to see what's going on, how they really decimated that campsite. So when you're out camping, out and about, remember those things. Black bears do live here in North Carolina, and that's what they are able to do to this campsite. Remember to tune in Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 10 o'clock. We have more of these that are coming, more of our zoo adventures, sharing the zoo with you guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Keep the questions coming. We'll continue to try to answer those questions as we get time. And for Luna and Nova, Wendy and myself and all of the Zoo Adventures team, thanks again. Enjoy your weekend. Get out there, have fun, but be safe. See you soon.